Happy holidays from Universal Orlando!
Yay! When I wear this skirt, I just like...
Brilliant! We're at the opening weekend of Universal Orlando's holiday festivities.
From the Universal Holiday Parade featuring Macy's balloons to holidays at Hogwarts and the mean one himself, Mr. Grinch, we're taking with you to explore the best of the holidays here.
Let's go get to it. Like ho 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 and stuff.
I can't wait to see the Grinch.
Same. I bet he's equally excited to see us.
I bet.
Universal Orlando's holiday festivities kicked off November 12th and run through January 1st and feature celebrations at both parks as well as City Walk and the resorts.
One thing that's unique about Universal's holidays is that the majority of it is included with your park ticket. The parade, meeting the Grinch, holidays at Hogwarts and the Wizarding World, those are all part of your ticket. There's not a special event. There are a couple holiday add-ons you can do, and spoiler alert, we're gonna do one of them today. But mostly, if you're here during this time of year, you can enjoy the holidays. First thing we have to point out is this literally massive Christmas tree right in the middle of the New York section. It's absolutely stunning, and Santa lights it up with the parade every night. But one of the best details on the tree is if you pay close enough attention, you can see a particular squirrel coming out, and he's got lights in his mouth. That is the legendary Earl the Squirrel. Now, Earl the Squirrel has an interesting story because he's based on a true human squirrel. He's a real... based on a true story about a squirrel who decided to burrow inside the Christmas tree one year here at Universal Orlando, and he would continue to make the lights go out because he would chew on the electrical wires and it would ruin the whole display. So all the text would come out and they'd be like, what is going on with the tree? Why aren't the lights on? And it was Earl the Squirrel causing mischief. So now, Earl the Squirrel has become such a legend, and this is one of my favorite things about Universal, is that they don't take themselves too seriously. Earl the Squirrel is literally a character you can meet in the park. He's got merchandise, and it's all because there was literally a squirrel that was like ruining the light display for you. We had the pleasure of meeting Earl the Squirrel at the media event yesterday that Universal invited us to, but he has regular meet and greet times. You can see him in the Universal app, and you too can hug the infamous squirrel. But now we are headed into Universal's Tribute Store. This is an over-the-top store that they decorate for the different seasons. It was HHN before this. Before that, it was a summer tribute store with a room dedicated to Jaws, E.T., and Back to the Future, but they always deck it out for the holidays as well.
The Tribute Store has a theme every time it is redecorated, and this theme is based upon different floors that you would find in New York City and all those large department stores. So every room is themed after a different store, with the first floor being a New York holiday, the second floor, or the second room being the Wizarding World, the third floor being Whoville, and the fourth is Earl's North of the Border shop, which is just, I'm so excited to go visit Earl. There's so much detail packed into the Tribute Store. For example, you have all the floors here listed with what it is exactly that they are themed to, and then they also have the basement, which is the Erie Emporium that,
I assume it's leftover HHN stuff. Oh my god, I'm trying to get that weekend t-shirt on sale, you know what I mean?
Oh, you got to. All right, the first floor, factory rejects, is themed after a classic New York City market, specifically mirroring those wonderful window displays that you would see in New York, because window shopping there is just as important as the actual shopping itself. And the theme is beautiful, and it's just a classic New York Christmas. All of the merchandise you're going to find in the first floor of the Tribute Store is just classic holiday merch, ranging a variety of holidays, featuring things mainly like ornaments. And you may not know this, but you can also personalize ornaments in the Christmas shop here, just like you can in Disney World. And while you can't personalize those ornaments here, if you take it to the Park Plaza holiday shop over by the Mummy, that is where you can personalize the ornaments.
I think I need this ornament. My great-grandmother had one of these. I don't know if anyone else's. It's like the ceramic tree with the little lights in it. And when she passed away and everyone in the family was like claiming what they wanted of her stuff, this was the thing I wanted. And my great-uncle, who actually just recently passed away, made sure that this is what I got. So I like this ornament a lot. Made it to floor 2, aka room 2. This is the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. You know this is my favorite room already. They're gonna sell a lot of Wizarding World merchandise. I don't think there's gonna be anything in here that you can't get throughout the 2 different lands or the bigger Universal shops, but it's really fun in here. I like looking at all of the different details. Harry Potter just has kind of a Christmassy feel no matter what. which is interesting considering they're wizards, so I don't know why they would celebrate a religious holiday, but you know what? We're going with it because it feels festive. Look, this bear and I are twins. We're both wearing Harry's holiday sweater that Molly Weasley made him.
Harry Potter.
I just love the detail in all of these rooms. Like if you come look over at the owl post display, you can see that they've got different stickers from different shops. So like someone's mailing something from Madame Malkin's, that one's from Wiseacre's Wizarding Equipment. Somebody's getting some treats from Sugar Plums. Just, ugh, the detail in these stores is unreal. Oh my gosh, there's new Wizarding World jewelry. Do I need this for my party ear? It's like a chocolate frog and a chocolate frog case. $25 for that set of earrings. There's also this one that's got little treats on it. Oh my gosh, this is how they get me. This is how Universal gets me. Plus, look at these cute ornaments. Look, this one is Honeydukes. This one's Butterbeer there. In the hallway between the next two rooms, there's all these posters advertising things you could get at the store. Like, you can book the Cave of Seclusion, Home Away from Home. It's clearly the Grinch's house.
Home away from home.
I don't know why I ever leave this place.
Cavernous Echoes included.
You're an idiot!
Built with recluses in mind. 39 and a half feet away from anyone because you wouldn't want to touch the Grinch with a 39 and a half foot pole.
Make sure to book now. Spots are not filling up.
This one is a used parade float. It's a super stunner and only 5 miles an hour. Windows? Don't need them. Doors? Forget them.
Bring all your friends and party like a superstar.
That's funny because that parade just got canceled.
Yeah.
Again, Universal does not take themselves too seriously because this one is for the Monster Eatery, which is a nod to the restaurant that just closed that had the monsters on top. Definitely haunted, world famous for hungry monsters and humans alike. Out of stock, just like the parade float. Hilarious.
Welcome to the third floor, Whoville. I'm so excited. Oh. Hello, Grinch, my old friend. Wonderful to see you here. The third floor is themed after Whoville, but is filled with a variety of Grinch and Grinchmas themed merchandise. And one of the best parts about this is that the window displays and the theme of the New York City window displays carries through all these different shops and floors as you make your way through each of them. And the themes of those window displays change to match the theming of the room. And just in case you didn't think this was the best room already, you have a Grinch photo op. I was going to do a hate, loathe entirely joke.
Hate. Double hate. Loathe entirely.
But I really, genuinely like a lot of the merchandise in here.
And the final floor is Earl the Squirrel's North of the Border. It looks like the holidays threw up in here. That's what Earl did for his decor choices. And here you're going to find specific Earl the Squirrel merchandise, which we love. This is also where you're going to find the treat cases. This neon Earl the Squirrel sign was actually hidden in the Halloween Horror Nights tribute store because the creative team here likes to hide Easter eggs and different details and sneak peeks. But as much as I love Wizarding World of Harry Potter, this might actually be my favorite room because I think it's so silly that Earl the Squirrel gets all this stuff. I am here for it. I love it. And I may be going home with an Earl the Squirrel plush. Like, I need this, right? I need Earl the Squirrel to sit prominently on my Christmas display. Taking a look at the bakery case here, we've got a variety of treats. There are assorted cookie dough balls here in a variety of flavors. There are also hot cocoa bombs that you put in hot chocolate and they explode with goodies. There's a dirt cake. There's tiramisu and eggnog mousse muns. There's some very cute macarons. There are cupcakes, layered cakes, fudge, and Grinch-themed apples. It also smells amazing in here, and that's because of Earl's freshly roasted nuts. And there are a variety of hilarious bumper stickers on this little trailer. This sticker is my favorite though. It says, "I got a monster hangover at the Dead Coconut Club." That's funny because Universal turned the Red Coconut Club on City Walk into a monster-themed bar during HHN, so that's a pretty good joke. And apparently they're turning it into an Earl the Squirrel-themed one this year, which I'm very excited about. There's also a very cute Earl the Squirrel photo op. I love this. Grabbed a couple of snacks out of Earl's bakery case. This is a snickerdoodle macaron. Their macarons are actually very good here and they're so cute. And then this is a peppermint cookie dough bite.
Oh, yeah.
They really have a great playlist
Can,
here.
like, do you need to post the Spotify link,
Yeah,
Universal?
drop the link, Universal.
Drop the link. Got a SoundCloud?
Yeah.
All right, shall we?
Their macarons are legit so good. I get them all the time. They're my favorite thing in the bakery case every time because they're obviously sweet because they're sugar, but they're not sickly over the top sweet like some of the cupcakes and stuff. This one's snickerdoodle, so lots of cinnamon flavor, perfectly like light cookie, very delicious and very cute.
Yeah, this peppermint cookie dough bite, incredible. I will say the texture is grainier than I anticipated, but that's the reaction. Great cookie dough flavor, just enough peppermint, not overpowering like some of them can be, and it's subtly sweet. You're not going to deal with anything that's going to be cloying, so beautiful.
It's not too long till parade time now. The parade here is Universal's Holiday Parade featuring Macy's balloons. It typically steps off around 5:30, but always make sure to check the Universal app to secure your time. And the busier it gets, the closer it gets to the actual holiday season, the longer you're going to want to wait for a spot. I'd recommend 45 minutes to an hour or so before parade step off to get a spot, especially if you want to sit over by the tree because Santa lights it up as the finale of the parade.
We were lucky enough to see the parade yesterday during the media event, and it was actually the first time I've ever seen it. And it features a lot of great characters from some fun IP like Shrek, Madagascar. You have the Minions coming out to play. And I think the most special thing for me was seeing those Macy's style floats. It was just so incredible, specifically the gingerbread man, Gingy.
I love this parade, legitimately. They actually use the same company that makes the Macy's Thanksgiving Day balloons. They make these balloons as well, and the scale of the balloons is overwhelming. The gingerbread, the nutcracker.
Nutcrackers. It's their jubilation.
They are massive balloons, and it's really fun to see them going down the street. However, the highlight for me is definitely Santa. We were over by the tree, and he sprinkles his magical Christmas wishes, and the tree lights up and it snows, and it's a really, really fun and festive parade.
Real quick shout out to the Universal team members who are responsible for steering those massive balloons. Listen, so much respect in your direction. Thank you.
I was amazed by like the captain, the balloon captain on each one is like telling them, because it was a little windy last night, so they had to pull the balloons down at one point, and they'd be like, lower, lower, lower. And it was like in Titanic when they're lowering the lifeboats down, but like less death related.
Yeah.
More merry. All that to say, the parade can be a little weather pending. If it's too windy, they may not be able to have all of the balloons, but they should still have the floats. So keep that in mind when you're planning your Universal Day. Are you eating the rest of my macaron?
Yeah.
We, however, are actually headed out of the park to go check in for the Universal Holiday Tour. This is one of my favorite holiday things at any theme park. I've done it for the past 3 years. This is an add-on tour. It starts at $80 per adult, and it grants you special access to things like a VIP meet and greet with the Grinch. This is the only way you can meet Santa Claus at Universal Orlando. You also get special seating for the Grinch show. It's a really good tour. I'm excited to see how they've changed it this year, and we're taking you with us, so let's go.
We've checked in, and our first stop is reserved seating for GRINCHMAS.
GRINCHMAS is a very popular show available to anybody. Obviously, it takes place in Seuss Landing and happens several times a day, and it is a retelling of Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It's an incredibly popular show, so if you're going throughout the day, you're going to want to get there at least 30, if not 45 minutes to an hour before showtime, which is why it's a great perk on the tour that we don't have to worry about waiting for a seat.
Below in our town, for he knew every who down in Whoville beneath is busy now hanging a mistletoe wreath. And they're hanging their stocking, looking snarled with a stare. Tomorrow's Christmas, it's practically here!
Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find? Why are you taking our Christmas tree?
Awkward. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so?
There's just so much fun. That's only the second time I've seen it, but it's just so good.
It's great. If you like The Grinch, if you like live entertainment, it's definitely a must-do during the holiday season, and I loved not having to wait in line for it. And now we're headed into Seuss Landing for more holiday fun. Also, though, star of the show, Max.
Still, Max is a
Star of the show. It's a real dog, and he's very cute. This is the tour highlight for me. We are headed into Circus McGurkus Cafe Stupendous, the quick service restaurant in Seuss Landing, for a little cocktail party, minus the cocktails, a little snack tail party with the mean one himself, Mr. Grinch.
And Max.
And Max. I'm so excited. This is brand new. They've never had Max in here before. I've been on this tour every year since they've had it, and now we get to meet Max the dog, too. Our tour guide let us know that the Grinch and Max would be separate in case you have an allergy to a dog and you still want to meet the Grinch. Additionally, new this year is they upped the food. Previously, this was just hot cocoa and cookies, but they've actually got some light bites as well, chicken and waffles, shrimp, hoo hash, as well as some delicious desserts. I still recommend eating before the tour, though, because this isn't going to be like a full meal, more like, again, a little appetizer situation. Looking at the treat situation, looks like we have pizza tots, which I'm so excited about. We also have hoo hash, chicken and waffles, both with hot honey and not. We went for the hot honey, of course. Also looks like we've got some popcorn, shrimp, and curly fries, as well as some vegan tots. That's awesome. And then we end with a nice variety of different cookie treats, some different sugar cookies, Christmas trees, and snowmen. Do you want a Christmas tree or a snowman?
Snowman.
Okay, 2 snowmans. Yum. I'm gonna give you a hug. Is that weird? Big, puffer, very handsome devil. That's you. Okay, sorry. Me.
Don't move! I'm the only moving. You stay right there.
We're about to meet Max. I'm starstruck. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Oh my gosh, he's a celebrity. He's a celebrity. This is the best moment of my life. My dog's gonna be so mad at me later, Max, but I don't care.
Most adorable moment.
That was worth the tour price. Between the Grinch and Max, I'm done. I don't even need to go to Hogsmeade. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. In addition to the eats, there are drinks as well. There's a hot cocoa bar where you can get hot cocoa and top it with a variety of things, marshmallows, sprinkles, and candy canes. And then they also have the Coca-Cola freestyle machines open for whatever you'd like. I'm trying the pizza tots first. They are from Green Eggs and Ham, where we get our favorite tots, and they've got sausage, pepperoni, cheese, and marinara on tater tots. Delicious. If you're like me and love pizza fries from Halloween Horror Nights but are sad you can't get them year-round, this is going to be the closest thing. The marinara is nice and naturally sweet. There's a little bit of heat in the sausage, but mostly it tastes like pizza and tater tots, and I like both those things.
I'm having the hoo hash, which is tater tots, a white cheese sauce, it looks like corned beef, onion, and then some chive or green onion. You know, get a bite with everything on it. Tots are incredible as always. White cheese sauce is great. What I'm most shocked about is the corned beef, which has a really, really great and strong flavor. It cuts through a lot of the richness of the cheese. It's just an incredible dish, especially for what we're getting on a tour. I love what I'm saying. If you do decide to get this at Green Eggs and Ham, it does come in a souvenir hoo hash can, so.
Trying the chicken and waffles now. Love the hot honey on there. They were putting it on all of them, so if you don't like hot honey, you can ask for one that doesn't have it. But I love hot honey because it's got a little bit of sweet, a little bit of heat. There's also sweetness obviously coming in from that waffle. And the fried chicken is actually very good. Circus McGurkus Cafe Stupendous serves fried chicken on their regular menu. So normally when you get theme park chicken and waffles, you get like chicken tenders, but you're actually getting fried chicken and waffles. And I think that makes it just a little bit fancier.
Good. One serious note about the chicken. when you're mass producing fried chicken like this, there's a very real chance it will get dry. This is not. The chicken is very moist, well flavored. Whatever they marinated it in, I'm inclined to say it was some sort of brine. Whatever they brined it in, made sure that it was moist and stayed that way. Really, really good. And now to make snowy homicide.
You beheaded him.
Your standard sugar cookie, not too dry, not too much icing, not sickly sweet, just a good sugar cookie.
I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed by the food options this year. Again, previously it just used to be these sugar cookies and the cocoa bar, but the fact that they've got the freestyle machines open and the fact that you can get 2 dishes from one of my favorite places to eat at Universal, plus the chicken and waffles, and there were shrimp up there, I think that's a pretty good meal. We just wrapped up the Grinch cocktail, snacktail part of this, and I gotta say, I was a little nervous because the tour is much busier this year. It's definitely more popular. It took a while at check-in. So I was a little worried that like maybe the Grinch moment would be abridged or it wouldn't feel as intimate, but it was awesome.
That was incredible from top to bottom. Not only did they advertise it as a snack, but honestly, that's a pretty hefty snack if I were to have one.
If you can hang on a little bit to part of the tour, because one thing is the tour rotates, so we ate earlier in the tour than other people might. I think that can be dinner. Maybe have a good snack before you start.
Meeting the Grinch was incredible, and my highlight, Max.
I just think it's nice that Max got to come with us.
Yeah.
Now we're back on the Universal Studios Florida side to take in all the holiday decor. This absolutely stunning tree in Universal... Stunning! In Universal Florida is 80 feet in height, and that glorious star atop the tree is 5 feet itself. That's a massive structure.
Plus, our guide just told us there's over 100,000 Christmas lights on this tree alone. The good news, they added after-hours access to an attraction as part of the tour this year. The bad news, it's Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon. Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon is a motion simulator with 3D where you race through New York with Jimmy Fallon. As the name might suggest, if you watched my Barfometer video, you know this one hit right at the top for me. However, the children in our tour group are thrilled because, again, children don't get motion sick. I'm very jealous of them for that. I think it's fun they did add an attraction to the list. However, our kind tour guide said we can just enjoy the exhibit. We don't actually have to ride. Instead of enjoying the Jimmy Fallon attraction, we enjoyed watching the Jimmy Fallon highlight reel in the child swap room, and now we're waiting on the balcony, which has a very cool view because it's almost time to meet Santa. What are you gonna ask Santa for Christmas?
A Nimbus 2000. Nope. Firebolt. Just inarguably superior. Yeah.
Good thinking, because the Nimbus 2000.
Outdated.
Why would you ask for an outdated broom? That's the only problem I see with that. So good thinking, the Firebolt. Doing the holiday tour here at Universal is the only way to meet Santa Claus throughout the holiday season. He's in the parade, but if you actually want to meet him and tell him what you want for Christmas, you have to do the tour. They also include a digital download. They have a professional photographer in there, so you get a nice take home as well. What am I gonna ask for? Is it possible to get an unlimited supply of meats and cheeses?
Meat? What do you call that?
A charcuterie board.
Charcuterie board.
I would like a lifetime supply of charcuterie.
I'll take care of that for you.
Oh, thank you. It's time for the tour finale and another highlight. We are going into a basically empty Hogsmeade at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Only tour guests are here now. Get a little bit of time to explore Hogsmeade, maybe do a little magic? Maybe get a little butterbeer. Ooh. And then we get a private screening of the Magic at Christmas at Hogwarts, the Castle projection show. The Wizarding World is just so incredibly stunning during this time of year with all the garland and the lights. It's, takes my breath away, and to be able to be in here with basically no one means lots of great photos, means lots of great B-roll, means just feeling like a wizard at Christmas.
Being at Hogsmeade alone means I get to do some magic uninterrupted. I'm not a fool. I brought my wand. The Hogshead is open and there is a bit of a line to get inside, but it moved very quickly. Here you can get any of the varieties of drinkable butterbeer as well as some adult beverages, including some of the Harry Potter exclusive beers.
Got our hot butter beers, the superior butter beer. True. And now we're headed up to Hogwarts for the Castle Projection Show. Now the Castle Projection Show does run for daytime guests starting at dusk. It runs about every 20 minutes this time of year. It's about a 10-minute show where they project things like scenes from the Yule Ball, ghost carolers, the Weasleys make an appearance.
Harry.
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 It's a really nice and sweet show, but when you come on the tour, you get a private viewing, so you don't have to worry about trying to find a spot. It's just beautiful. These little projection shows on Hogwarts. They're not long, they're not big, snazzy, full nighttime spectaculars, but they warm your heart and they're really pretty. And the music.
I particularly love the Yule Ball scene. I think it's just so nice.
The music, the imagery of Hermione and Crumb and all the dancers. I wish we could go to the Yule Ball. Anyway, this show is great, and even if you're not going to do the holiday tour, I highly recommend catching it if you're at Universal for the holidays. I truly love the Universal Holiday Tour, and I look forward to doing it every single year. I think it's a really good upgrade. I think that meet and greet with the Grinch, especially plussed up with better food at Max this year, is so fun. VIP viewing for some of the entertainment that otherwise you'd be waiting a long time for, plus Santa. I really think it's a lot of fun. I do think it is booked up for most nights, so if you want to check out the tour, make sure you do it as soon as possible. It's a longer experience, but it's really, really nice.
Well, that's a wrap on Universal Orlando's holiday opening weekend.
Thank you again to Universal for inviting us to the media night 1. Also loved the tour that we booked for night 2. Universal really does the holidays really well. Don't discount them this time of year. Between GRINCHMAS, the parade with the Macy's balloons, and Hogwarts, there's a lot to enjoy at Universal this time of year. We've got more holiday entertainment coming your way, so make sure to stay tuned for those videos as well.
Be sure to like and subscribe and follow us on all of our socials, and make sure to ring that notification bell.
And until next time, friends, I'm Molly.
And I'm Alan.
And it's been magical and Grinchy.
Yeah.